Carl Sagan, smart dude, he made a prophecy a while back. And I think it's very interesting because his prophecy kind of sort of came true a little bit. I'm going to try and do a Sagan impersonation. I have a foreboding in America in my children or grandchildren's time, when the United States is a service and information economy, when nearly all the manufacturing industries have slipped away to other countries, when an awesome technological powers are in the hands of a very few, and no one representing the public interest can even grasp the issues. When the people have lost the ability to set their own agendas or knowledgeably question those in authority, when, clutching our crystals and nervously consulting our horoscopes, our critical faculties in decline, unable to distinguish between what feels good and what's true, we slide, almost without noticing, back into superstition and darkness. The dumbing down of America is most evident in the slow decay of substantive content and the enormously influential media, the 30-second sound bites now down to 10 seconds or less, lowest common denominator programming, credulous presentations on pseudoscience and superstition, but especially a kind of celebration of ignorance. Your boy Sagan he really nailed it. He really nailed it, in my opinion. What our society would look like today. This is kind of a dark moment. We live in the future and we have access to information that we never had access to before. We can talk to each other far more easily than we ever could. Communication has never been more wide open than it is today. And yet, we are not talking to each other. And yet, we are dumber than we've ever been. And it's because, in part, not all the way, in part, because we're not really allowed to disseminate information. People, the gatekeepers of information, control it. All right, it is the North Korean, South Korean border. You can't get through. The major platforms, YouTube does it all the time. YouTube did it to us. They took down one of our videos for merely suggesting a conversation about having a conversation about a certain subject, which I can't bring up. We have effectively, by silencing the conversation and open debate, made ourselves dumber as a society. Society has become stupid because we have been fed endless amounts of bullshit and we had no choice but to eat it up. Again, many people do not have the time to sit there and really probe deep into any given subject. They wake up in the morning, they go to work, they come home, they take care of their kids, they put them to bed, and with whatever free time they have left, they're probably wanting to relax. Maybe they're, watching TV, like they're watching Netflix, they're watching or playing video games, reading a book, just doing something, doing a puzzle. I don't know. But the last thing one would really want to do is take the time to exert their brains to really cut through the nonsense that they are being fed in order to get to the truth. So people are fed this absolute absurdity, and they have no choice but to accept it, especially since not accepting it could earn you the title of public pariah. Twitter, Facebook, Google, all these, they have made us dumber as a society because we cannot just allow free information to disseminate. I mean, we are living in, despite the fact that we're this technologically advanced and this, we have access to, I have a box here that if I press certain buttons on my, or press the screen a few times in certain ways, a pizza will literally just show up at my door. We live in the future, but despite the fact that we live in the future, we are living in a dark time because we are literally embracing, as Carl Sagan said, stupidity.